He was a champion racer, but an even better friend to the racing community. It's now been 2 years since we've lost Jerry Henderson, and just before his passing, we had a chance to sit down to talk about racing and life. Here's part one of a multi-segment series.
Okay, my name is Jerry Henderson. I was born in Seattle, Washington in 1955. I moved to Portland, Oregon in 1962, and I raced motorcycles. I started racing flat track motorcycles when I was 11 years old. My neighbor took me out to the track, and I don't know if it was the best thing that happened to me or the worst thing that happened to me, but went out there and I was battling with my neighbor, and we were like the C main, and my handlebars, had an army jacket on, and it got caught on the handlebars of my neighbor, and I got in a big tank slap, and I went through the pits of the motorcycle track and came back out and got third place and got a trophy. And so I don't know if it was the best thing or the worst thing that ever happened to me, because once I got that trophy, I was addicted to getting trophies. I've won over 1,000 trophies, and I don't know, there's something about it. I like to give them away to kids, and Special Olympics, I gave a lot of trophies away because, after a while you don't need any more, but they all mean something. All these trophies on the wall and everything, they all have a meaning of something that I did, or, something happened along the way. From there, I moved up the pro ranks and raced 360s. Well, my boys raced 360s, and then I moved up to big motors, which is the 650s. But the problem was that I didn't have any money, and my parents didn't have any money. My dad was an alcoholic, and my mom worked hard, but she couldn't do it. So we really didn't have the money to do it. I was doing everything I could on my own. And so after a few years of that and not being able to race it, I decided to move down here. I came down here and moved down here by myself when I was 22. I lived in my car. I slept in the back seat of my car for 6 months. And I got blood clots in my legs, and I think it's because my legs were cramped up the whole time, because I locked the doors. I was afraid of, getting, mugged or whatever, So I got through that, and I got enough money to get a lousy apartment in a bad area, and I'll tell you a funny story, though. When my brother came down to see me, he's 9 years younger than me, so I was 24 then. He came down to see me, and I told my brother, I said, "Man, this is a bad area, be careful." And I said, when they started shooting, you got to hit the ground, right? And my brother, he's gullible. And every night at 9:30, the fireworks went off at Disneyland, right? I said, they're shooting. So he hits the ground, crawls into the bathroom, I know it's a bad thing to do, but brothers, So anyway, from there, I started to race the go-karts. Well, actually, I went and raced jet skis for a while, and I realized that racing jet skis is like motocross. You better be in really good shape. And I was already in my mid-20s, and I actually got fourth at the World Finals, and I won a regional and a couple of things. But I realized then that I'd better do my racing sitting down. So I went to Burris Corporation. I used to deliver there, and they had a go-kart there for sale. So I said, "Well, how much do you want for that?" And they said, $300. So I bought it. It was a dirt car, and I went out to Ascot first time, and I got third. Well, that's my genre anyway, racing in the dirt sideways. So I got third, and said, "Oh, this is great." And then they shut Ascot down. And I go, now what? So I went back to Burris and I said, what am I going to do now? They go, well, there's a track out in Riverside called Adams. Go out there. So I run out there. The problem is, I ran out of dirt tires. And I didn't know any better, you know. And those last about a half hour. And they're done. And I go, well, now what? So I went back to Burris and bought some, you know, asphalt tires. And then kept going, working hard. You know, when you don't have the money, you don't have anybody backing you, it's really hard to get noticed, right? And eventually, I did get noticed. You know, a guy named Jim Berry came along and the leading edge, and Bruce Sarver was one of his partners and stuff, the old drag racer, and he sponsored me, and I had good equipment. I mean, we were fast. Now it's 1990. Well, let me tell you this story here. 1989, my first race for Jim Berry. Pink driving suit. I mean, you can't miss it, right? Pro race in Las Vegas. Street, you know, temporary track. And I was really fast. And of course, being a pressure or whatever got to me. And I went out in the first corner and crashed. I was really fast in practice. I was like top 2 in practice. And I went out and crashed. I thought, oh, I'm done. You know, that's it. So that night, I went out, and I'm just going to get hammered. I don't even care. I went out and had 2 drinks and said, no, I'm not going to quit. So I went to bed, got a good night's sleep, came back. I had to start last in the LCQ, and got all the way up to second. And you know, I took top 2. I got all the way up to second. There's 30 guys in it. There's 60 guys in the whole thing. And I started last in the main event. I worked my way all the way up to 7th. Set fast time. I won $150. You would have thought that was $15,000. It really unbelievable. It turned everything around for me because I realized then that I belonged, that I could do this, you know.